Hey YouTube, it's Faye, and for today's video, check it out, we've got Brandon's 1988 Toyota Supra project in the shop today. And if you're a veteran of my YouTube channel, this is not the first time you're seeing this car. However, this is the first time you're seeing this car as it is Brandon's project now. I actually gave it to him on our 8-year wedding anniversary so he could have a project and a Supra as well. And this has actually been a crazy weekend for me. I actually finished up a customer car on time, for once. I'm waiting on parts for the Mark V. I'm waiting on parts for the Mark IV. So I am actually in a standstill. So I figured, what better thing to do than help Brandon get started on his project car. So today we're gonna be installing the Poor Man Mod's rear big brake kit. We'll be installing the fuel tank, which of course requires cutting the hole for the fuel pump axis cover that I made back when I made one for my car as well. And then, I don't know, whatever else we got done today. This is not a DIY tutorial. This is just gonna be a little day in the life of in the shop, Faye and Brandon working on the car, and I don't know, a little bit of his build series. So let's go. I'm excited to see what these factory Oh no!
Oh, gross.
Huh. Wow. Oh my god.
It's for faster rolling speed.
That's not
If you have a tendency to overbrake, this fixes it.
Oh,
I think we just keep these. These are fine.
There's still some life left on them. Yeah.
I see the line.
No, definitely. I mean, that looks like about, what, 5 millimeters? That's great for rear.
These look like the size of brakes you put on like a bicycle.
Wow. No fluid even came out. Oh.
This one.
Oh, there is fluid?
No.
Oh. Get it. This is actually his first time taking them out of the box. It was a Valentine's gift, so I picked him out. He's never seen them.
Here we go with these ones.
So I'm replacing the drum brake stuff for the e-brake, and he is currently modifying the backing plate because obviously this backing plate is made for a teeny tiny little rotor, and he's gonna put that one on and see it's gonna rub and make a terrible sound. So I like air hammered this all back. I'm gonna let him get to the fun tools over here while I make my life miserable with the drum brakes. Oh man, you still got some work to do. Oh, I see it. There it is. Some work to do. So, Brandon, I made a big boo-boo yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah, maybe.
So we... Oh, see, this is a problem I've never had because I've never had stock wheels. But yesterday, as we were putting everything on, I took a look at the rotors and I was like, wow, those are so big. And I was like, wait a second. So unfortunately, someone had to buy wheels yesterday.
Unfortunately, I can't move the car until I do, so.
Yeah, so we're gonna be.
Motivator.
Yeah, exactly. So this actually might be, see, I was thinking I was gonna make a series that, you know, would be over the course of the year and then I'd put it into one video. But it turns out we're actually gonna get a lot of work done on the 88 here in the next week or so, because until the wheels show up from Malaysia, are you gonna tell the people what you got, or are you gonna wait and see?
I gotta wait and see if I even like them.
Okay, we gotta wait and see.
I might be sending them back to Malaysia.
Okay, well anyway, they're coming here from Malaysia, so it's gonna be a few weeks basically. But that's all right, because the car that I was planning on putting on the lift, I ordered parts for, and they're back ordered 2 weeks minimum. So the timing is kind of working out. It is meant to be. So, all right, anyway, let's get back to it. Brandon is working on the other side. He is fitting the rotor for the rear big brake kit. Oh, looking good so far.
It's rubbing.
Oh yeah, of course it's gonna rub. And then meanwhile, and then I'm still waiting for parts to come in on the Mark IV. Very exciting. And then over here, I am starting to do the e-brake on this side. So, all right, that's where we're at. We're moving on to the next stage. We're just gonna go ahead. Brandon's consulting the sick video. Alrighty, so we got the e-brake shoes replaced on this side as well. I'm just gonna lube up all the points and then we'll get the rotor on this side and then we can put the calipers on. We just had some casting inconsistencies on the knuckle side.
Ooh, whose fault is it?
It's probably the 88's fault, but that's all right, we got through it.
Damn it.
The bracket is going on. We're almost there. What's the torque spec?
34.
Hell yeah. Want to hand me the torque wrench? Oh, it's right there.
I can.
Look at this. It is a new day. We have completed the rear big brake kit. For today, we are working on cutting the hole in the trunk for the fuel pump. Where are we at, Brandon?
Well, we have a mold in here from making the fiberglass lid, and we just got to take the tape out.
Oh my gosh, this is the end of an era.
This can be destroyed, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
destroy it. You're not trying to save it. I'll make another one if I ever make any more of them. I don't know, I was gonna make kits for sale, but I don't think anyone would buy them for like the amount of money it would be worth it to make them. I think people just make their own.
Watch the YouTube video, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, well, I didn't make a, whoa, watch this video. Yeah, exactly. So now you see
Ooh.
how I made the molds. I just used this metal tape, and then what's flaking off there is a wax. So when you make the fiberglass mold, it doesn't stick to the tape because of that wax. My goodness!
Right,
What is
so-
this?
Your coffee. And my coffee. And my water. And this thing.
Thank you. That turned out nice. So one of the things about the Mark III Supra is that the trunks notoriously have a ton of rust holes from the trunk seal just giving out and leaking. Like water gets in there. Actually, the Targa top leaks too, so water just gets everywhere into the car. But on most Mark III Supras, when you pull out the spare tire, in that spare tire well, the metal will have a ton of rust. So a while ago, at some point, I put some fiberglass in there and actually repaired the holes, the rust holes in the trunk. So right now, Brandon has sanded down my crappy fiberglass. It just dripped a little bit. It dripped a little bit. I got a little overzealous on the fiberglass. So Brandon sanded it down and now he's prepping for some paint. We're gonna spray some undercarriage liner on there. And of course the fuel tank is gonna go in there. You're never gonna see my crappy fiberglass job. It was a good fiberglass job, it just doesn't look very pretty. But we're also just gonna protect that with some undercarriage liner.
This stuff smells like a truck stop.
Yeah, this smells very bad. This paintable undercoat, and this is rubbery. It gives like a nice chip guard almost, so it also will protect the trunk from the future. So also I did replace the trunk seal and I replaced the Targa seal, so hopefully all the leaks are fixed, but we won't know until he actually gets out there and drives it and puts something very valuable in the back, which then gets damaged on the first range for. So, I don't know. Hopefully we did all right. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing great.
We got a little paint booth going on in there. Brandon sanded down all the little roughness that happened after taking it out of the mold, and then he sprayed it with some clear. Look at this. Damn, he did a really nice job. That is beautiful. All right, so after we get everything set up and ready to go, he's painting, and then the paint's gonna take a little while to dry. What we're gonna do then is map out where we want all the holes to go for this, and then we're gonna drill the holes in this piece. We're gonna drill the holes in the trunk, and then we're gonna add some nutserts so this can be bolted on and then removed. Time to paint.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a damaged wire here on this fuel level sending unit. So I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna repair it. And the man with the can. He's got his holes drilled. Heck yeah! This is one of my favorite tools. I love the nutsert machine. It is raining outside, and that makes me very grumpy because I've got 2 cars outside that I have to diagnose and I don't want to get wet. And we're about to put this car outside as well once we're done with the fuel tank. So we're about to get very wet. And we moved here from Portland, Oregon so that we would stop getting wet. And yet here we are. So anyway, we're getting very close. Hi, Brandon. We're getting very close to putting the fuel tank in. We've got our straps hanging. We've got jack stands here. And then we're gonna put the fuel tank on that and then jack it up into place. We got our sockets and our nuts ready to go. We just put on all these little rubbers. Brandon looked at a photo that I took like 2 years ago. Put them in the right place. We got them glued onto place, although we're not worried about letting the glue dry right now. It'll dry when it's in place. We just didn't want them to fall off. And then we got this plastic piece. So, all right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's slide this sucker into place. I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can help you. yeah. That looks nice. All right, time for the great reveal. My shop is a mess right now. Brandon's block. We got this at Supra's in Vegas, and it was very late at night. It was dark, wasn't it? Yeah. And we couldn't see very well. This was kind of in the way far back of a, oh no, I put a zip tie on it. Sorry. Okay. We were told this was very good. We believed the seller, and we did a quick inspection, and we're like, oh, it is good. And then one of these is not so good. Which one is not so good? Yeah, so this one is not so good, as you can see. It's not as bad as the other ones. This might be the best candidate. So I think to finish off this video, we shall make some progress on the engine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this off. Tomorrow I'm actually headed to Danny's house. We're gonna work on the Plymouth Horizon, take it out of storage and get it ready. So I'm gonna be there at Danny's house. So I think I need I think I need Danny. I think I need a professional machinist to take a look, take some measurements, some actual measurements before we condemn yet another 7M block. I think this is our 7th 7M block that we've acquired since we've had Project 88, trying to get a good engine, trying to build an engine for this thing. And I don't know, if this one isn't good, are we gonna give up on the 7M? I don't know, that's for Brandon to decide. So, all right, let's get this thing loaded up. There we go. Phenomenal. All right, so we are with Danny right now. We are at Danny's house. We were just at the shop. Actually, we were just playing with the Plymouth Horizon. It's amazing. That's gonna be a future video, so stay tuned. But I got Brandon with me. We have the block right now, and we're gonna get Danny's first impressions of the block, and is it salvageable? Is it even worth our time to wash this thing and measure it? So let's see what he says.
Here we go.
Oh, the big reveal. Yes, it does have caps.
This isn't an old rusted one.
That's true.
No.
This one actually stayed oily the entire time. Cylinder 2, it looks like it had...
Oh!
Oh no! That was not what we wanted.
No, that one is not workable. But we'll sleeve that one.
Okay.
We'll sleeve. There's a couple of things here. Okay, the one over here, I was like, oh, no. But this one, no, that one would not. We'll make a 5-cylinder out of it, but no. Okay. Okay.
I think this is, though, the best contender that we have out of all of them.
Well, then
what
good.
do you think?
I liked it. It's like my uncle said, don't wash it until you're ready to use it.
Oh yeah, no,
it's
filthy.
I remember the elbow was all rusty. Okay, so there's no problem. Here's the problem, and it's not a problem. It's just something to think about. We most definitely have to put in a sleeve right here.
Okay.
Okay, we can put a sleeve in there. That's not a problem. When you put the sleeve in here, it distorts the two on the side.
Okay.
So it's really hard to put a sleeve in and keep the rest standard. It doesn't mean we can't do it.
Okay.
I've done it.
Because that would be ideal, because we have a good crank, we have a good set of rods and a good set of pistons.
Okay. So
for,
if
like,
this was
turbo
a
pistons.
customer's motor, we're going to do it right off the bat. I'm going to not even give him the if or maybe we can do this. I would automatically say we're going to put a sleeve, and then we're going to bore all of them out to 30 over or 20, because I know they're going to distort. That wouldn't, because it's almost like, you ask anybody, they're going to go, there's no way you can put a sleeve in without distorting those. I have done it before. Since it's, for yours, we're going to try that. We're gonna try that, and then so that way we don't have to replace any pistons.
That'd be great.
I think you got like 3 sets of standard pistons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll juggle all the pistons and pick the best 6 for this one. We're gonna balance it anyway, so it ain't gonna make any difference. This is the best one from the other ones that I've seen. So.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. And I think we already ordered a sleeve.
Yeah, we have a sleeve even.
Don't we have one sleeve already?
We do have one sleeve.
Somewhere I gotta find it. We bought one sleeve.
Good news!
It's gonna work, and we're gonna deck it anyway.
Oh yeah, we have to. We have to, because we're going to use a metal head gasket for it.
We'll put a sleeve, we'll deck it, and then if worst case scenario, you have to buy a set of pistons, but we're going to try not to. We do stuff here at home that we wouldn't do for, it's a profession. Say, oh no, put 60 cylinders.
Exactly.
But have we done stuff here at home that's worked perfect? Yes. All
right, so that's where we're going to end the first part of the build series for today. It's raining, it's dark. We were going to put the car outside, but not when it's raining. So we're gonna get to this another day. Although, I think the next step actually is wheels. Yeah, so surprisingly, Brandon's wheels from Malaysia are showing up early.
I didn't know they were coming from that far.
I know. So yeah, so
should have known by the price.
Probably, yeah. Would you get them eBay?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. All right. So next installment, you're gonna get to see some wheels and some rubbers for those wheels.
Yeah.
And who knows what's next? We don't know. We have no clue. But I think we accomplished a lot today. We did big brake kit, got the fuel tank in,
Yep.
cut the hole for the fuel pump access panel, made the panel, painted. Holy crap, we got a lot done this weekend.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. All right, well anyway, stay tuned and check back for wheels
Yes.
and tires. All right, thanks so much for watching. Bye.